Hello everyone, it's Unit 1 again on Lesson 3. We're still with the word study. We just missed this page. It's page number 4 in your book. And there was a kind of explanation or reminder since this is the beginning of the year lesson about how you deal with word study. It says here each unit in this course has a word study. The word study is like a dictionary in 3 ways. Well, how is it like 3 ways? You can say it is used in 3 ways. First, it shows the words in alphabetical order so that you can find them quickly. Well, that's what you usually do in a dictionary. You don't open a dictionary to letter A after letter Y, and then for example that the words that start with letter A are at the beginning of the dictionary. So that's the same for word study. If you're going to look for a word, you're going to find words organized or ordered, sorry, with alphabetical order. Second, it tells you what the words mean and how to say them. So it goes like more in focus with the pronunciation by cutting out words or separating them into syllables and parts, which is what we worked on when it comes to explanation last video. Finally, it gives you some examples. Well, it's just a preview example, but you can just still check it with a dictionary. Now, however, the word study is different from a dictionary in one way. Yeah, that's absolutely not a dictionary. For many words, it has a short activity or a question to answer. So it's kind of like a pop-up question, which is which I recommended last time that it's not inserted in books because it just doesn't really make sense. It's not exercise, and there is no purposeful educational point. Anyway, before using the word study on page 5, read the notes below and just kind of get a preview. Now, there is kind of this figure here that we want to look into with 6 parts. Part number 1, well, it's just kind of teaching you how to deal with a word. If you read it in a word study, how you can benefit of it. There are actually 6 benefits of the explanation here. Number 1, this is the word you're looking for, extremely, for example. Number 2, this shows you how to say the words. Well, actually, it's pointing out wrongly. It should be like pointing out extremely, not an adverb, because it kind of separates the word into or cuts the word into parts. The dark letters show you which part to say more loudly. For example, extremely, you don't say extremely, no, and you don't say extremely, no. It's just extremely. As you can see, trim is the more prominent, most prominent part. Now, this tells you what kind of word it is, like is it a verb, a noun, an adjective, an adverb, phrase, a preposition? Well, that's a really nice preview of what we worked here on. As you can see, noun, adverb, subject, adjective, and a phrase. Now, number 4, this tells you what the word means, like very, that's the meaning. And number 5, there are examples. I'm extremely happy to be here. I'm very happy to be here. No, just an example. Number 6, here is a question or an activity to help you practice the word. Like, make sentence about the man in the picture. Use the word extremely about him. He's extremely old. Well, again, it's not really effective in building a language because it's a direct application. It's more effective when use in a spoken language where 2 students can actually just try to speak it or make a word on it. Make a sentence or question on it. Now, there is an explanatory part here. Number 3 tells you what kind of word it is. It's just a reminder. A noun names a person, a place, thing, or an idea. It can be a subject or an object of a preposition. So, as you can notice here again, we said there is a subject or an object usage for the noun inside a sentence. Well, number 2, a verb shows an action or a state of being, like deal with, for example. And a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. The words are you, she, he, it. It's a pronoun. Well, maybe we want to add it here. Pronoun. Well, and then there is an adjective and adds to the meaning for a noun or a pronoun. Well, that's something I forgot to tell you about last time. It's a long-term description, but only for a noun and a pronoun. So an adjective doesn't actually describe a verb, for example. No, an adverb is one that describes a verb. So pay attention to this. The noun is used as in a subject or an object. An adverb describes a verb. An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. And a a phrase, which is different because we've got, like we said last time, two types which of a sentence, or basically for now. Though there is a phrase and then there is a sentence. Let me just put it out here for you because we're going to use it later on. A preposition is a word that relates to a noun or pronoun or some other word in a sentence, like in, on, of. Now, you might want to say, well, hey, wait a minute, out in the open is a preposition? No, actually, because it has more than one word, so it's a phrase, and I'm going to tell you later on about phrases. We're just stopping at this point with 5 minutes here. I hope I got stuck to the time. 6 minutes. Oh, that's an improvement. Bye.